Hello, everybody. This is Bugsy here, and I had to redo my first video take, even though the other one had my brother in it. But, I, I digress. Folks, my bro uses my Switch every now and again to play Smash, and also, and he took my freaking Pro controller. So sometimes if you see me on, if you know, if you don't, if you see Bugsy John Kuro, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's my bro. I'm buying him his own Switch for Christmas, so yeah, that way out. That way he can have all his stuff, and I can still have all my stuff. But I'm also gonna get him his own copy of Super Smash Brothers, and he'll have to get the characters like I did. But guys, not what I'm here to talk about. We're here to talk about we're here to talk about Soulja Game. Yeah, Soulja Boy made his own console. Ain't it grand? Now look, I have nothing against Soulja Boy. I really don't care. Like, guys, listen to me. I don't care about your favorite rapper. If I talk about your favorite rapper, trust me, it ain't gonna be about his music. If he's doing something else, like peddling a shitty console, which is just a glorified emulation machine, which you could totally do yourself, guys. I mean, you can make your fucking place. You can make your whole fucking computer an emulation machine. You can actually make. You can actually go get yourself a Raspberry Pi, get yourself a casing, and sometimes they run that. Sometimes that can be really cheap or really expensive depending on which one you're getting. But you can you can put like a whole bunch of you can put like a OS in there because Raspberry Pi has like an OS you can download and stuff. But yeah, I was looking at the controller and it looks so fucking shitty. Like it's like if you if you copy and paste they copy and pasted the buttons from a Xbox controller, but it had the frame and look of a freaking at the frame and look of a freaking PlayStation 2 controller. And I'm just sitting there going, ugh, what the fuck am I looking at? I'm just saying, guys, if you want to buy it and support Soulja Boy, I mean, go right ahead. But I'm telling you guys, it's a glorified emulation machine that he is selling, and I think he's selling it illegally because this man has said he has had talks with like other companies, but you think Nintendo or any other company would have said, "Hey, our games are going into this thing, or teaming up with Soulja Boy and is trying to make a console, something like that." But we have, but I only found this out because my because FU Crew, pretty awesome YouTubers and pretty pretty stand up guys, if I say it's pretty stand up guys if I say so myself. Um, actually had a video showed me, and I was like, Soldier Boy's making consoles. I gotta look at this shit. But what one of the dudes said is that it's just a glorified emulation machine, and I actually saw more videos on it, and people are buying this, guys. Okay, like I'm telling you, get a Raspberry Pi. But if you want to get something a little bit more, um, not not legal, not in a legal illegal gray area kind of thing you got going on, I would suggest like getting actual retro consoles like the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, and the classic games that come out. Hey, if you want a Genesis, there's like a whole bunch of mini consoles of that. And there's gonna be more mini consoles out on the way, and there's some Atari, and there's gonna be an Atari console that's coming out, and all this other stuff. Like little mini console stuff is gonna come out. I say you should get this, that, then this. This man is just. I feel like Soulja Boy is just giving you guys a cat. Like he's just grabbing the cash because he's like, what do people like? Oh, well, most of my fans like video games, right? So, what I'm gonna do is is go somewhere and try to get some people to get these games. Heck, some people are making a PC classic and trying to get all the stuff that they need. So, folks, what I'm trying to say here is, well, what I'm trying to say here, what I am trying to say here, friends, is that you can get you can do way better than this. I mean, I get you if you're Soulja Boy fans, you're gonna want to support him. But I'm going to show you a video before you buy, and I'm gonna have my own comments along with that.
So about a week ago, the internet got riled up over a brand new video game console. Famous man Soulja Boy, who you probably might remember from that famous Crank That Soulja Boy song, announced on Twitter that he has started a tech company, and along with Soulja Boy branded watches and smartphones, he's also launching video game consoles. A handheld game console and a regular game console dubbed Soulja Game.
Wait a minute, he's doing a handheld game console. Like, let me look at that. Hold up. Let me look at that.
Two, in fact, a handheld.
That looks like a goddamn. That looks like a goddamn PSP. Or like a Nokia Engage. Y'all remember that shit? Because I do. Well, like, I mean, my fans are looking at me like, what the fuck is a Nokia Engage? I will tell you all later.
Game console and a regular game console dubbed Soulja Game. And he's legit, we can say that at least. Soulja Boy has always been known to be an actual real gamer, which definitely helps. Pre-orders are live. Soulja Boy fans are pre-ordering. His fans are excited. I don't know. I appreciate that. But a lot of people look.
I don't think you guys understand. Soulja Boy is literally modern day Bill Gates before our very eyes. I mean, dude who's making this tweet, I don't know if you. Okay. I'm trying to be nice, guys. I'm trying to be nice. It's freaking December. It's almost Christmas. I'm trying to be nice, but god dang, can you you trying to put him up to Bill Gates? Can your mouth go? Can yo? Let me chill. But I think you're really kissing his ass. Okay.
Looked into it, and judging from the website, it looks like it's just a sketchy low-end ROM console. It's something you get on like AliExpress or the dollar store or something. And yep, turns out basically he's just reselling a cheap emulator console like it's his own. It's a ROM console sporting hundreds and hundreds of games, and he's promoting it this way. And a lot of people are rightfully guessing like, oh, he's totally gonna get sued, right? I don't know. I almost think like he's figuring out some sort of weird loophole to be able to get away with selling these. But I don't know. I ain't a lawyer. This console is still shipping out, so
I still think he might get in trouble for this. Because I'm seeing Capcom games, I'm seeing Neo Geo games, and you really have to have like you have to actually have various companies' permissions if you're gonna be doing this shit. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna pull this out of my ace. That's right, we got Chinese bootleg consoles, but those are Chinese bootlegs. We don't really need to be talking about them.
Went ahead and tracked down the exact model he's reselling. And this is it right here. It's the same console, and we got it for drastically less at like $90 compared to his $200 that he's selling it for on sale right now for $150. Buckle up, because this is going to be a little bit of a roast. If you're like a really casual game fan, this thing might sound amazing. It plays hundreds of games from all the classic consoles up to PS1 with.
Okay, we got the Sega. Okay, let's take a look at this. Look at this stuff. I had to move my girlfriend's icon while I look at all this snakey schniz.
I want to take a look at that.
So we got We got CP games, which is like these are Capcom, from what I saw. These are Neo Geo games, NES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, Sega Master System. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Sega Mega Drive, Super Nintendo games, Sega Master System games, Game Gear games, and PS1 games. Again, guys, there are easier ways to go buy this stuff. There's easier ways to do this stuff without actually, buying something. Buying something as freaking as pricey as what Soulja Boy has right now. Okay, like I said, you guys can get like a Raspberry Pi for cheaper. Get your own little casing. Put those together if you're handy enough. And just basically go that way. You can have your own little console. You can call it the U, or or if I had like one of those things, I had a Raspberry Pi, had a little Raspberry Pi emulator thing, and I had my own little casing for it. I'm gonna call it the Bugsy Station, and I ain't gonna sell it. I'm just gonna keep it in my room and just have it. And granted, I'm a guy who has the Ouya just for. I have the Ouya just for, this exact purpose.
Everything in between, like Sega consoles, NES, SNES, Game Boy, the list goes on. And I think the casual people, that's who Soulja Boy is really taking advantage of by charging an arm and a leg for this thing. Legalities and ethics aside, I really just wish this thing was better, because it's rough around the edges, big time. First and most importantly, the emulation is really bad. Every game looks to have a slight weird filter over it that you can really notice on the older games. And screen tearing, or for those of you that don't know, it's like kind of like seeing lines that essentially split the game apart slightly, are across so many damn games, and it's distracting. Especially in emulators that don't have screen tearing.
See, guys, like I got an Ouya, and trust me, I don't run into these problems when I freaking have games like that, man. And I'm not saying I don't have the actual physical games that I'm emulating. I totally do. But I'm just saying, you guys are like buying this, and it ain't even good. If it was good, I would. If it was good, I would literally say, okay, it may not like the legality of this is probably something y'all should be worried about. But if it's good, it's good. But honestly, yeah, this is a glorified emulation machine, and the emulation itself isn't even good. I don't really understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. The emulation ain't even good.
And considering how much this thing is charging, it shouldn't have screen tearing. The box sports 1-to-1 input and Ultra HD 4K HDMI, but most of these games look crappier than they do on their original consoles, let alone just like a standard PC emulator you downloaded. Especially the PS1 games, they had some issues.
Oh my god! These PS1 games look really bad. What emulation software are they using? So I use PX. I use a certain one, but trust me, it looks better on my computer. What the? Oh my god!
But the PS1 games had a lot of sound lag, where like you'd hit something and the game would make the sound 1 second later. It's really distracting and off-putting, as is a lot of the sound for older games too, where in some it sounds all garbled and fucked up, like just something went wrong. Basically what I'm trying to say is if you'll want to play these games and have them look and play and sound properly, this ain't it, Chief. You can play them easily on your computer or even just better emulation devices out there and not get ripped off for $200.
I'm telling you guys, get a Raspberry Pi or something. This, or you know what? Get a Retron 5, I think. If you got like the little cartridge, if you got the cartridges and stuff, do that too. Do that instead. Like, guys,
Unless maybe you're just a diehard Soulja Boy fan and you want to support him. Then you do you. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money.
Me neither. I'm just saying you can do it. I'm just saying there's a way you can do it cheaper without paying insanely prices.
I am glad there are a lot of games included. It makes the SNES Classic and the PS Classic look like they got nothing. Although it doesn't have Metal Gear Solid though, so I'm automatically docking 5 points. Moving on to the interface though, it's running Linux apparently, and the menus are really crude and simple.
It's
This thing looks like
running
an
Linux?
old DVD bootleg menu, and it's kind of like browsing files on Windows.
Oh, it's running Linux? That's why it looks so. That's why it looks so basic. Guys, I'm like just sitting. And it ain't such a was names can say I'm hating, but if this man goes to jail for this, y'all, I ain't saying jack. I'm just gonna be like, shrug my shoulders and that's it. Because y'all, I mean, it's cool if you want to support him, but I'm just telling you, if he does, he does. If he gets sued for this, he does.
Literally, because they're all files and they all still have their extensions. It's all kind of funny, actually. There's like a whole folder for PS1 games, but then there's only one game in there. The rest are on an SD card option, which has a bunch more games loaded on that to scroll through. And the choices they use for the game thumbnails are hilarious. This is clearly some random Chinese console. Case in point, Batman NES has an Arkham Origins logo. Oh, and also there are a ton of really weird bootleg games on this thing. Like, for some reason they decided to include the side-scrolling Charmeleon adventure game called Pokemon 2000 that was like an actual movie tie-in that nobody wanted. There's like a weird Pikachu drummer rhythm game and weird Angry Birds games that aren't actually real Angry Birds at all. They actually made me appreciate the real Angry Birds more. The controller at least has the PlayStation Classic.
Look at this! Look at this! This is what I've been talking about. Look at this! I don't know. This is plagiarism of the highest degree.
It has analog sticks, at least. It's also got buttons that don't do much, but you hold start and select to get back to the menus. The controller otherwise feels extremely lightweight, like almost empty, and it just all feels cheap. And it isn't even the one advertised on the box either. It's like a bootleg Mad Catz controller, which is already a borderline bootleg controller. On the bright side, it does come with two, which I really appreciate in the package, and just everything else it comes with. It gives you power, HDMI, and regular AV cables, which is nice. But in short, I don't know, it's basically just a fucking Raspberry Pi, dude. I don't know. I appreciate Soulja Boy's entrepreneurship. I really do. But is this a meme? Is this a meme? How does he sell this? The idea is great. The legality of it is sketchy or whatever, but
he's selling it to his fans, and his fans are going to support him. That's basically why. He knows if he puts this out here, a lot of people who like games and like retro games, they're going to want to get this. And since it's kind of ingenious, but at the same time, I'm just saying you can get something a little bit more cheaper. I'm sorry I'm sounding like a broken record here, but it's still the truth. Well, see you guys later. And, I'll put my friend code down for people who actually want to fight me and not my bro. Who want to fight me in Super Smash instead of my bro. Because I am totally getting him a Switch so he doesn't take mine all the time. So I'll see you guys later. Anyways, guys, I'm just telling you, if you're a Soulja Boy fan, go right ahead. I'm not telling you not to get it. I'm just saying, wait. I'm just giving you options. Weigh your options, folks. But I do want to do this. Soulja Boy gonna get it. Soulja Boy's probably gonna get sued by Nintendo fucking dude. Soulja Boy's gonna get fucking sued. Soulja Boy gonna get fucking sued. I don't even fucking care. He's gonna get motherfucking sued. They're gonna give that man a subpoena. Uh, I'm just saying, guys, get a Raspberry Pi, not this, not whatever the. I'm just saying for the rest of you. I'm just saying, get. I'm just telling you, you can do better, guys, than just this gray brick abomination that looks like it's trying to copy a Xbox One in design. Like this dude isn't even trying to make it look a little bit different. It's just, I mean, if you're gonna sell watches and stuff, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're bad, but I'm not gonna say that it's a bad thing what you're doing. But again, you're selling it for the astounding price of $150, where a Raspberry Pi by itself is cheaper. but, but guys, I'll see you guys later. Also, no, actually, let me just run it. Let me just run the numbers by you guys. Raspberry Pi emulator cost. We got a Raspberry Pi Model B board. We got a Raspberry Pi with NES style case, which are a little bit less, but not that much. But there is the Raspberry Pi kit, which is not that much. I'm just telling you. We're gonna just run down this list for a minute. But I just found out Target is selling Raspberry Pis. What the Raspberry Pi kits? What the fuck? And here's a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B plus B do-it-yourself complete starter kit, which is like 47, again cheaper. Same thing here, cheaper. A lot more because this is like 10,000 arcade games in one thing, so that's more, which kind of does make me want to get it, but we got the retro bits. We got the PlayStation Retro Pi. Like guys, we got we got some stuff that is profoundly cheaper if that's what you're looking for. And some things that are a little bit more depending on what they have. So I'm gonna go, guys, but I'm gonna go look at this thing. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. See you guys real soon, and really, I'm just saying, Soulja Boy fans, support them, but I'm just saying, enjoy that console while it lasts and get it while you still can, because when Nintendo catches wind of it, they're going to sue this man. And probably the other companies might not do it, but I know Nintendo will. They are really protective of their fucking ROMs now. You saw what happened to Love ROMs. You saw what happened to Cool ROMs. They got a cease and desist a long time ago, so they're still up. Like all the other emulation sites there, we don't really got we don't have we technically do not have any more like Nintendo emulators or ROMs. And well, you still get the emulators, but the ROMs are still hard to get now. So yeah, Nintendo is very protective. So yes, is Soulja Boy screwed? Maybe. Will Nintendo catch wind of him and be like, "Motherfucker, you better not"? Yes. But hey, do what you guys want. I'm just a humble, chaotic dude, just telling all of you to just y'all got cheaper options. Again, no, I'm sounding like a broken record, but that's all I really had to say on the matter.